you need to wake up and stop being foolish. You're being foolish when you say that disagreement equals violence. That's just dumb. That's dumb. You're being dumb. All right, so I want to cover this recent Nashville shooting that happened on Monday. And so I'll be reading a couple articles here and kind of giving you my 2 cents on this as well as what we know so far. So this is from CNN. Covenant school shooter was under care for emotional disorder and hid guns at home, police say. So there's different videos you can watch. This is the one of them taking her out. I think it's from all the different perspectives of each police officer, which I won't show because they're pretty graphic. The 28-year-old who killed 3 children and 3 adults at a private Christian school in Nashville was under care for an emotional disorder and had legally bought 7 firearms that were hidden at home. Metro Nashville Police Chief John Drake said Tuesday. The parents of the shooter, Audrey Hale, spoke to police and said they knew Hale had bought and sold 1 weapon and believed that was the extent of it. The parents felt Hale should not own weapons, the chief said. On Monday morning, Hale left home with a red bag, and the parents asked what was inside but were dismissed, Drake said. The 3 weapons were used in the attack Monday. The 7 weapons were purchased between October 20th, 2020 and June 6, 2022, police spokesman Don Aaron said. Okay, so automatically people start talking about mental health and gun regulations and stricter gun laws and stuff like this. Now, this is a transgender female, so they're calling it a trans woman. It was a biological male that transitioned to be a woman. So I don't know when that happened, when this person decided that they wanted to be a female. And that matters to me because it just said that they purchased their guns in October of 2020. So this was a few years ago now. So they've had these guns in possession. And I don't know if this was recently that they transitioned. And I bring that up because obviously this is a person that wasn't comfortable in their own skin and felt that they needed to change their cosmetic appearance in order to be accepted. So there's this mind game going on in this person's head about who they identify as and how people perceive them and how people receive them. And would a gun regulation or a stricter gun law have prevented this person from purchasing that gun back in October of 2020? I don't know. I don't know the state of mind of that person back then. And I don't know how recent this mental struggle has been for this individual. So another article from CNN, it says the shooter had various writings and maps of the school as well as drawings of how to enter, Drake said. Police know Hale left home Monday morning with a red bag and that Hale's mother did not know weapons were inside. Here is the picture. It says an undated picture provided by the Metro Nashville Police Department shows Audrey Elizabeth Hale. The shooter sent a message to a former classmate before the shooting. Less than 20 minutes before the shooting, Hale sent an eerie Instagram message to Avriana Patton, a former basketball teammate, who told CNN's Don Lemon she's still trying to process it all. Patton said she received the Instagram message at 9:57 a.m., which read, "One day this will make more sense. I've left more than enough evidence behind, but something bad is about to happen," according to a screen grab sent to CNN affiliate WTVF. So I believe that's the very definition of a premeditated murder and something that was targeted. And that's what the police chief investigating has already come out and said that it is a targeted situation. And now I know there's still an ongoing investigation and that we're going to find out more, as this person has said that she's left enough evidence behind for them to put the pieces together. So we're going to learn what exactly was going on here, but I'm going to kind of give my 2 cents here of what I see happening right now, and something I'm continually I'm frustrated with, I am concerned about, and something I've said in my own circle with the people I interact with for some time. It's this unending tug of war between conservative values and what I call the woke ideology. And maybe I should give you my perspective of how I see this woke ideology. Just being blunt and honest, I see it as evil. I see it as nihilistic. I think it's absent of anything godly, of anything good. The end result of most of the paths that it takes you on is devastating for the person involved. And I think it's a degradation to the individual and to our society. But that said, despite my opinion on that, I think people should have the free will to walk in that way, to decide to believe in those things. I respect their freedom to do that. And now, what I think this group fails to understand and comprehend is that just because we disagree with you, it doesn't mean that we hate you. It doesn't mean that we're going to deny your existence. Yes, there's things we care about. We care about truth. We care about definitions. For example, like what I just said, disagreement doesn't equal hatred. We care about biology, that men cannot become women, women cannot become men. Those things are unattached to individuals. They can believe whatever they want. But we've lost this ability to coexist with one another. It's like we're running out of room to coexist. It's like they either have to be accepted or you're just completely against them. They don't want nothing to do with you. They'd rather see you fall off the face of the earth. Whereas me on the other side, I'm saying, I want you to believe what you want. I want you to say what you want. I want you to scream that you hate me. But young people are falling prey to this idea that Christians, specifically Christians, because we're the ones who seem to be more zealous in our approach when we're talking about things that we care about. It's the truth. We care about them, so we're standing up for them, like truth. Somebody just commented on my video this morning. Why do you care what they essentially asked, why do you care about truth? Well, because I have kids. I'd like to tell them what the truth is, right? We live in a society that is reliant on truth. We can't function if we're lying to each other all the time. It's an unproductive society. What certain people in positions of influence need to stop foisting onto these young people is that disagreement eventually turns into violence. That's what they teach. I've heard that said about the things I believe, despite how lovingly and how respectful I am about my position. That's what they said to me. They said, people like you, your perspective leads to people getting shot and killed. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Now, I've never let them get away with that, defining it that way. And we need to step up. And a lot of us have been. A lot of us have been stepping up and saying no, which we need to continue to do. But this message is primarily for the people who've been advocating this nonsense. You need to wake up. You need to wake up and stop being foolish. You're being foolish when you say that disagreement equals violence. That's just dumb. That's dumb. You're being dumb. And am I bullying you right now by saying you're dumb? Sure. Because what you're doing is exactly what you're accusing me of. You're telling these kids a lie so that they believe that lie, and then they resort to violence. What we're seeing with this kid in Nashville who is not comfortable in their own skin. They think everybody's against them. They think disagreement is hatred, and they don't understand that people like me want to see them get help. I want to see them get help. I want them to sit down and have counseling with someone who's going to maybe instill with them, I don't know, maybe some basic human concepts like you are perfect just the way you are. Maybe we need to tell people that just the way they were born, they're perfect the way they are. They don't need to change how they look. They don't need to act a certain way. They don't need to reach a bar so that they're accepted in society. I'd rather tell people that they are perfect just the way they are. Now, again, there's lots to come out about this shooter. And as the details come out, I'm sure we're going to have a bigger perspective of what the puzzle looks like here. But I'm saying this is the manifestation of what people in positions of influence are preaching to these young kids, and it's devastating. My suggestion to you is to teach your kids the value of arguing, debating, disagreeing in civility. Teach them the value of that, because they'll be able to come to a discussion table and walk away friends with the people that they strongly disagree with. Disagreeing's okay. It's okay. Thanks for watching.